Hello everyone, and welcome back to All Transfer News. Today, we've got the latest updates on our beloved club, Liverpool. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of Liverpool transfer news. Let's get started.
Liverpool can afford Alexander Isak after Florian Wirtz transfer, as PSR position explained. Liverpool have reportedly made contact with Newcastle United over a deal for Alexander Isak, with the Premier League champions expected to test the Magpies. Resolve in the coming weeks. Liverpool eye another record-breaking transfer as Isak interest heats up amid financial confidence. Liverpool, having already shattered the British transfer record once this summer, could be set to do it all over again. The Reds have reportedly opened lines of communication with Newcastle United over a possible deal for star striker Alexander Isak. According to The Athletic, Liverpool have reached out to the Magpies to gauge their stance on the Swedish forward. Although no official bid has been submitted yet, the Merseyside club is well aware that Newcastle currently have no intention of selling Isak. That said, a proposed fee of $120 million or $161 million is being floated, an amount that reflects Isak's growing stature and Liverpool's increasing ambition. Interestingly, the suggestion of a contract extension for Isak, which had been rumored earlier in the window as a move to discourage potential suitors, has yet to materialize. That omission has encouraged Liverpool to explore the situation further, just a day after Newcastle made a move for Hugo Ekitike, a player also on Liverpool's radar, having already shelled out $116 million, $155 million for Florian Wirtz, and followed that with big money deals for Jeremy Frimpong, 28.6, 38 meters, and Milos Kerkez, 40, 54 meters. Liverpool's aggressive approach in the market under new manager Arne Slot signals a clear intent to strengthen from a position of success, not desperation. These lavish expenditures mark a shift in tone under Fenway Sports Group, FSG, who have historically been more conservative with spending. But with a Premier League title now under Slot's belt and the 2024-25 financial year ending May 31st, projected to close in profit, Liverpool's board appears willing to double down on their momentum. From a financial perspective, the pursuit of Isak is not reckless, it's calculated. Liverpool have managed their books astutely over recent years, putting themselves in a position where they can afford to make these blockbuster moves without falling foul of the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, PSR. To break it down, Liverpool's total amortization stood at 114.5 meters, 153 last year. Even after adding the costs of new signings like Federico Chiesa, whose 10 meters, 13 meters fee is spread over 4 years, the club's smart player sales and contract amortization have kept them within budget. Chiesa's cost, for example, adds only 3.3 meters annually to the books. Furthermore, the club's return to the Champions League brought in over 85 meters, 114 meters, thanks to strong results, increased broadcasting rights, and 5 lucrative home fixtures. Add the financial boost from winning the Premier League, merit payments, international and domestic broadcasting cuts, and commercial uplift, and the Reds are expected to pull in close to 185 meters, 250 meters, in prize-related revenues alone, while the wage bill is set to rise, potentially eclipsing 400 meters, 535 meters. These increases are accounted for in a club operating at a level of financial discipline few rivals can match. In fact, outside of Manchester City and Arsenal, no other Premier League side could realistically afford a deal like the one Liverpool struck for Wirtz. Under PSR guidelines, clubs can record losses of up to 105 meters, 140 meters, across a 3-year period, with allowances made for spending on infrastructure, academies, women's football, and community initiatives. From 2021-22 to 2023-24, Liverpool posted a mix of results. A 7 meters, 9.4 meters profit, a 9 meters, 12 meters loss, and a 57 meters, 76 meters loss. but with 33 minors to 39 millimeters in allowable deductions each year, the Reds have maintained a positive PSR buffer, estimated at 48 millimeters, 64 millimeters, and sit with roughly 153 millimeters, 205 millimeters in spending headroom going into the new season, with revenues expected to surpass 700 millimeters, 935 millimeters in 2024 and 25, and profits potentially reaching 50 millimeters, 67 millimeters. Liverpool's financial model is not only secure, it's thriving. Let's put that into context. A 120 millimeters deal for Isak would result in an annual amortization of 24 millimeters, a figure that comfortably fits into next season's projections. Combined with sales, such as the 18 millimeters, 24 millimeters for Kawim and Kelleher, and the 30 millimeters, 40 millimeters profit from Jarell Quansah, Liverpool are financially set to absorb another marquee signing. Slot's ambitious rebuild continues after leading Liverpool to the Premier League title in his debut season. Arne Slot has been given full backing in the market. Despite talk of outgoings, most notably Luis Diaz, Ibrahima Konate, and Darwin Núñez, Liverpool remain fully committed to bringing in quality additions. Núñez in particular appears to be the likely departure to fund a new number 9. While Newcastle's Isak is the top target, the Reds are reportedly prepared to pivot to Hugo Ekitike if talks with the Magpies stall. Ekitike has long been admired by Liverpool's recruitment team, and Newcastle's interest in the player could lead to a fascinating transfer domino effect. Rodrygo on the radar. Meanwhile, Real Madrid winger Rodrygo has emerged as a serious target for Liverpool, though they face stiff competition from Arsenal. Transfer insider Ben Jacobs reports that the Gunners have held exploratory talks since May and that Real Madrid would demand around $90 million for the Brazilian forward. Liverpool are monitoring the situation closely, especially with the possibility that one of their current wide attackers could depart. Rodrygo's pace, technical ability, and big game experience would make him an attractive addition. Conclusion: Liverpool's approach to this summer's transfer window is clear. Act boldly, spend smartly, and reinforce from a position of strength. Their financial stability, carefully maintained even through the pandemic years, has put them in an enviable spot under PSR regulations. Whether it's the potential record-breaking swoop for Alexander Isak, a fallback deal for Hugo Ekitike, or a statement signing like Rodrygo, Liverpool are proving that they're not just contenders on the pitch, but also in the boardroom. And as Arne Slot continues to build his legacy at Anfield, the message from the ownership is equally loud and clear: we're not done yet. United make bold move for Martinez. More key targets in rebuild Manchester United have made an official approach for none other than Emiliano Martinez, and talks with Aston Villa are already underway. Let's call it what it is. This feels like a real power move from United. Now here's the question for all of us Reds. Would you trust Emi between the sticks at Old Trafford? Personally, I think his ice-cold demeanor in penalty shootouts, relentless mentality, and those wild, passionate celebrations after big saves are exactly the kind of edge we've been missing since the glory days of prime David De Gea. It's the kind of signing that could bring a spine back to our backline and inject some much-needed grit into this squad. But let's not ignore the other side of the coin. Martinez isn't exactly known for being mild-mannered. He's fiery, larger than life, and some might argue he could shake up the dressing room dynamics.